I've always been afraid of losing touch. If there's something there, it will always be there. One missed call won't kill anybody. But what if you were their last hope? I need some air. Hi, my name is Miriam. I live downstairs. I don't really know John. I bumped into him this afternoon. He told me to come up if I had nothing better to do. I had nothing better to do, so I came up. I'd met him a few times before, of course. I'm Stan. And I'm Nellie. What a beautiful name. No, it isn't. It rhymes with belly, but I'm used to it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves in there. Nobody's drinking yet, no music, but everybody seems to know each other. I'm glad I came up. I wasn't going to. I was just going to have an early night, but then I thought, what the heck? I can have an early night tomorrow. I always wondered what the apartments were like upstairs. A bit bigger than mine, same basic setup, but bigger. And this porch, that's a bonus. I don't have a porch downstairs. Makes a big difference if you can get a bit of fresh air without winding up on the street, if you know what I mean. John's not even there at the moment. I think he's gone out to get some drinks. We're not married or anything. Me and Nellie. We're not a couple or anything. I suppose we're friends. Are you married, Miriam? No. Once an engineer, it didn't work out. It's a tricky business. I don't think anybody here is married. Not many, if any. Quite a few of them are divorced. You came to the right place. I did. Don't you think so? It was lucky you bumped into him. I don't think there are any homosexuals. Not that I don't think homosexuals are affected. I'm sure they are. I know one lesbian lady, but she's not here at the moment. It's nice out here. Stars. New moon. Is that a new moon? That's a new moon, isn't it? We were just talking about how many times we let our phone ring before we answer it. I said at least 5 times. Stan said that was taking a big risk, but I reckon they have to be willing to ring at least 5 times if they have anything worthwhile to say. You're thinking with your head, Nellie. What am I supposed to think with? You just want to play dead. I've never known you pick it up first time. Doesn't it depend if you're in the middle of something? I mean, if you're in the middle of, in the bathroom and the phone rings, do you just stop everything? But what if you're doing nothing, just sitting there staring at the wall? You still let it ring 5 times? If you're expecting a call, they wouldn't know you were expecting a call. If they're expecting you to answer, they would obviously let it ring at least 5 times. That's all I'm saying. So you're not married, Miriam? Don't you have any friends? Of course I have friends. But you don't know anybody here. It's Saturday night. You've got nothing better to do. It's been a long time since I paid any special homage to Saturday night. Good for you. So when is your big night? I don't have any particular big night. But you do have big nights when you let yourself go, let your hair down, so to speak, twist and shout, surely, at least once a week. I know I do. You mean get drunk? Is that what I mean? And this is your big night, so let's get drunk. I'll fetch us some drinks. We don't drink. You won't find any drink in there, not that you can get drunk on. You don't have to get drunk to enjoy yourself, Miriam. We had a marvelous time the other week, didn't we, Nellie? Didn't touch a drop, twisting and shouting till all hours, or just talking. Don't you like to talk, Miriam? I like to talk, so let's talk. Tell us about yourself. I also like to drink occasionally. There's nothing wrong with a few drinks to loosen you up. Listen, somebody put some music on. So you live alone? Sounds like they may be dancing in there. Is that what you want to do, dance? Why not? This may be my big night. Why can't you just stay out here and talk with us for a while? Nellie's taken a fancy to you. She doesn't like too many people. She doesn't often invite conversation. I'm flattered, but I think I'd rather dance. Nobody's dancing in there. They like to think they are, but nobody ever actually lifts a foot off the floor. I'm not sure I've got anything worthwhile to say. You mustn't be shy with us. We just want to be friendly, so let's all go inside and do some twisting and shouting together. It's too early. He's not warmed up yet. The music will warm you up. Be careful, be careful. She gets very jealous. I thought you two weren't a couple. We're not, but I do get jealous. I didn't come up here to find a man. Find a man. You know what I mean. What do you think we are? The music stopped. Now you can stay with us. There's nothing special happening in there. It's much healthier out here. Neither of us smokes. Everybody smokes in there. Is that why you're out here? It's one of the reasons. Do you smoke, Miriam? Occasionally. Whenever you drink, the two go hand in hand, tooth and claw. When you drink, you think you can get away with anything, but you can't. You can't get away with anything. We like to think we can, but we can't. You have to think you can get away with something. Why? Or you think you can't get away with anything, so you'll never try anything. What's the big virtue in effort? I'm going inside. There's nothing happening in there. I'm warning you, nothing is happening in there. John's parties are always like this. I'd like to at least get something to eat. I brought up this almond sponge cake I had left over. I'll bring you both a piece. It'll be gone by now. I don't think so. What are you two after? We're not after anything. Nothing special. Good conversation. It is Saturday night. Maybe a little bit of twisting and shouting later when Stan gets warmed up. We're just trying to be friendly. I mean, we're all in the same boat. I'll see you inside then, if that's what you want. What do you think, Nellie? It's a tricky business. Sometimes I wish I was dead. Sometimes I think I am dead. Aren't you glad we quit smoking? If you can quit smoking, you can do anything. I could never have done it by myself. I have no self-confidence. I'm no good at parties. There's nobody in there. There's nobody in there. Everybody's gone. There is nothing in there. It's always like that at John's parties. Where did everybody go? Out for a drink? Who knows? They're all a bunch of alcoholics. I guess this isn't your big night. Any sign of the almond sponge cake? Nothing? They'll be back. Don't worry. They won't lose touch. Isn't that your phone ringing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You stayed with me. They hung up. It couldn't have been important. I wasn't expecting anybody, were you? Nobody special. And did you make it yourself, the almond sponge cake? Nellie likes to cook, don't you, Nellie? I love to cook. It's my only pleasure in life.